Shalom, Israel, Shalom. This is the brother Quatazi Hawa back at it with another lesson. Apparatus, I'll just be quick, fast, straight to the point. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shad, Bahashem, Rochahak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom to you families out there watching, waiting, praying on Yahweh Shad's second return. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect. All right, so real quick, while I was making me something to eat this morning, I pulled my, notification center down like you can do with the iPhone, and the first thing I see pop up, it say, it hit my phone 30 minutes ago, but I just pulled the down notification screen down and saw it, and that's why I hit the button to record this. All right. It says Iran vows retaliation. Iran will retaliate with everything we have if United States attacks. Senior diplomat warns. So let's go ahead and open that up. All right. Iran warned it would respond with everything we have to any new U.S. military attack, accusing Washington and its allies of exploiting recent unrest to push the region toward a wider war. In a Wall Street Journal op-ed, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said protests in Iran began peacefully before being hijacked by foreign and domestic terrorist actors, prompting a violent crackdown and near total internet and communication shutdown. He blamed U.S. rhetoric for escalating the bloodshed, arguing that warnings from Donald Trump created incentives for mass violence, while insisting Iran prefers diplomacy. Dude cautioned that future attacks would trigger a far more forceful response and risk igniting a prolonged regional conflict. Okay, so apparently they prime minister is, Iran's prime minister is blaming Trump for the protest turning deadly. And, you got people saying that Trump is to blame for a lot of stuff, which he is to a degree, but it's all through the will and all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, who is putting the spirit on Trump to do all these different things and say all these different things that are stirring up civil unrest in more than just Babylon. You see? And so all roads are leading to the end of Esau Edom. All right? All roads are leading to the end of Esau Edom. Okay? Because when Jacob's trouble pop off, right, there won't be nobody working and, making money, etc. So the economy is going to be officially finished at that point. In which case, they will then have to implement the mark of the beast nationally, for the sake of bringing order out of chaos. All right? But as y'all can see from these different articles we've been looking at lately, Jacob's trouble, World War III is right around the corner, man. All right, this could very well be the year of all hell breaking loose. And we know when all hell break loose, not long after that, Abaratas, our Father will, if we have the hopeful elect, will be delivered. Let's look at this. Iran's message to President Trump is clear. The United States has tried every conceivable hostile act against Iran, from sanctions and cyber assaults to outright military attack, and most recently, it's clearly fanned a major terrorist operation, all of which failed. It is time to think differently. try respect, which will allow us to advance farther than one may believe. Trump is weighing military action against Tehran, which is in Iran, with U.S. assets moving into the region and international scrutiny over a crackdown that has killed thousands of anti-government protesters. So, the death of 4,500 individuals in Iran, 4,200 of them was protesters, including 33 children under the age of 18. The city smells of death. In all my life, I had never seen snowfall in Tehran, and not a single person even smiled. Hard days have passed, and everyone is stunned. The whole country is in mourning. The whole country is holding back tears. The whole country has a lump in its throat. Yeah, man. When the wicked are in rulership, this is what you have. This is the result of what you have. The continuous, plundering of other people's land. All right. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You see? So, a journalist in Iran said, the whole country is in mourning. Well, that's because Esau Edom is in rulership. And look at what they're doing. Look at what Trump is doing, moving in on all these different countries and land masses. You see? But it's all good because all that's coming to an end real soon. Keep this shit up, Trump. Keep it up. You're moving us closer and closer to the end. And prophecy said, and the scripture said that prophecy shall not tarry. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that out real quick this morning. Abarata's office of the Father's will. Later during a lunch break lesson or something like that, I'm gonna hit the button, man. We go into something else. All right. Apparatus out of Father put the spirit on me to go into another lesson later today. All right. Until then, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.